Hello everyone, this is the Kitsune Hawk, and welcome back to Let's Play 80 Days. I probably should have gotten this update done like a day ago, but spring break happened and I actually spent the whole first day of spring break asleep because my sleep schedule has been ruined by a little thing called college. But anyways, we had 49 people vote in this last poll, and overwhelmingly, you guys really wanted to go to Cairo. However, it's not leaving until tomorrow, so we're gonna have to spend a night in Athens. That's not a bad idea. I'd love to spend a night in Athens. As night fell, I went to stretch my legs and succeeded only in having my pocket picked to the tune of 24 pounds. Oh. Oops. Right, so let's head on over to Cairo. We are going to Africa. Okay, sweltering heat, mild seas, that's not too bad. Sophos Company Ferry. My friend Dan has been, I told him about this Let's Play, and he told me some good advice for going to Cairo. He told me to get ready to fight Dio, but I don't know anything about JoJo, so your reference goes over my head, Daniel. We found our way to Sophos' ferry terminal in good time, and waved a greeting to the owner, who was visiting to inspect his fleet. Excuse me. Passepartout, he cried cheerfully. Will you join me and drink some Retsina? Is that Greek? Monsieur Fogg lifted an eyebrow, but said nothing. Whoops. We don't really have time for drinking. I would, I replied, but I cannot. We must continue our journey. Sophos nodded. Of course, I will not delay you. We clambered aboard Sophos' ferry, finding some space between barrels of olives and large packing crates that smelled of fish. Soon the rope slipped from its ring, and we were away. Relations with Fogg have strengthened slightly. Let's talk to... greetings, Madame Nicolai. Passepartout, welcome aboard. Let's see, where can we go from Cairo? What can you tell me of Cairo? Cairo is a magnificent place, but it's easy to get lost there. Riyadh, can we... I think that's how it's pronounced. That's a very Arabic word there. The Emirate of Najd? I can't read Arabic. Is in a conflict with the Al-Rashids. Like Harun al-Rashid? Harun al-Rashid's a nice guy. Can we get to Aswan? I was told of someone who used to talk about the Nile Express from Cairo to Aswan. Speaking of trains, I understand that one can travel around this Trans-Siberian Express from Omsk to Karamskaya. Let's see, ooh. Where can we go from Aswan? Can we go to Jeddah? Is it possible to go from Aswan to Jeddah? Here's something I do know. Unlike Mecca and Medina, I hear Jeddah is open to foreigners. Okay, so if we're gonna go to Saudi Arabia, we might as well go to Jeddah. And I think there should be a way to get from Egypt to Saudi Arabia. We might have to go to, like, Suez or something. So straight to Alexandria. Actually, we're going past Alexandria, because you guys voted on Cairo, not Alexandria. We were away, next stop Cairo and the coast of Africa. A few hours later, the sun was lowering. The sailors were stretched out on the deck, enjoying a moment of calm. An hour or so later, they were swarming the rigging and the masts, bringing us slowly into the bustling port of Alexandria. As we came ashore, I was too busy steadying myself on dry land to notice the newly built lighthouse. The sailors gestured for us to follow. You know, funny thing is, they've actually got plans to rebuild the Colossus of Rhodes. So it would be pretty neat if they rebuilt the lighthouse at Alexandria. From the port, it was a short carriage ride to Cairo, and we arrived in good time. Yay! Alright, the Zoetrope could earn us well here, but we need to first stay the night in Cairo. Hello, Sphinx, how are you doing? Cairo is attempting to modernize, following the Parisian model. The result is a mishmash of tree-lined streets and maze-like souks? Of course, the people do not care and most certainly do not dress like Parisians. I was browsing... Hello, that was my cat that just made that sound. I was browsing the souk, I'm just going to assume it's pronounced souk, when I felt a hand dipped into my pocket. I turned around fast. But the little girl whose hand was in my pocket was clearly well practiced and slid between my knees to run away. I was 30 pounds poorer. That's not much, really. So we're going to skip ahead in time so we can go to the market. Oh yes, that is good profit right there. Okay, this is worth a lot in Tehran, but it's already expensive, so I'm not going to buy that. Valuable in Aden, Suez, and Tehran. No, we're not going to buy anything here at Khan el-Khalili. We're going to explore Cairo so we can get a better sense of where we can go. Okay, so we can go to Suez. We can go to Hail. I think that's how it's pronounced. Arabic viewers, is that how you pronounce it? I took a few hours to explore, investigating the various options for how we might continue our journey. We don't really have much to choose from here, so I think I'm going to pick the next route. So we could go to Luxor, we could go to Aswan, and we could go to Hail. From Hail, Riyadh, I can't read that. Manama, Rub al-Khali, Aden, Jeddah. Now, I think Jeddah would probably be the smartest move. So I'm going to skip it ahead in time. We're going to spend a night in Cairo. And let's see if we can get to Aswan. Before retiring, I attended to Monsieur Fogg, ensuring he was comfortable. Relations with Fogg have strengthened slightly. Alright, let's head on to Aswan. On the Nile Express. I'd imagine a train ride right next to the Nile River would probably be really pretty. The train from Cairo to Luxor was well appointed, comfortable, and packed with the holiday makers and tourists, all headed to see the tombs and take slow cruises up the Nile. I asked one why they did not take the boat down, but the answer was the Nile's strong current, which made northward travel far easier and more enjoyable than the difficult journey south. See, I thought the currents weren't until you got into, like, where Nubia would have been. Greetings, monsieur. Passepartout, I hope you have your tickets. What can you tell me of Aswan? Someone told me there is no crime in Aswan these days. Well, that's nice. Can we go to Jeddah from Aswan? No? We can't go to Jeddah from Aswan? Okay, I'm slightly concerned now. Can we go to Muscat? I could spend all day talking, but I must be off. You are of no help to me whatsoever, good sir. Okay, there's Wadi Khalifa, I think it was. Before sundown, the train had pulled into Luxor. We waited as several tourists disembarked, and then we rolled on to the river city of Aswan. Not really interested in Luxor. I don't think we can go anywhere particularly important from Luxor, so let's spend another night here in Aswan. Aswan was once the ancient city of Swenet. Its name derived from that of an Egyptian goddess whose statue now roams the streets of the city at night, its eyes two bright gas fires. I speculated that it existed to enforce the curfew demanded by this town's Ottoman rulers. Oh right, we're in the Ottoman Empire! Yes! The townsfolk thought it Egyptian-made and stalking the streets in opposition to the Khediv's will. This town is directly on the Tropic of Cancer, Monsieur Fogg remarked. Is that so? Indeed it is. Therefore it follows that on the summer solstice, a stick planted in the ground at noon will cast no shadow. Oh, that's neat! A fascinating fact. Yes, that would have been my reaction, too. I replied with no hint of irony in my tone. Monsieur Fogg nodded. Quite marvelous, he agreed. I confess myself confounded. I had never heard him express so much emotion. Let's explore Aswan. I really need some places to go. We can go to one place! Oh my friggin' gosh, this is gonna be like the longest episode we have, since there's not gonna be a poll for a while. I spent a few hours in exploration, learning ways in which we might travel onwards. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go to Wadi Halfa. Wadi Halfa. Oh no, that's... Ooh! I made a bad decision. Oh no! We're gonna have to spend a couple of days in Aswan. We took a room, settled in, and I spent a few hours walking around and found a remarkably frenetic Slavic artist, or Slavic. Excuse me, I'm from the south. Actually, I am. I was looking for a child whom I located near a food stall. The artist thanked me as we talked, remarked the most efficient way to So we can get to Jeddah! Is via Wadi Halfa. I thanked him, and he shrugged and went about his affairs. Ooh! We are going to Jeddah in some way, shape, or form. We just gotta spend a couple of days in Aswan because we're trapped. No, I didn't mean to do that. Where's the hotel? There it is. Ooh! With the last light of the evening, I buffed and shone my master's pocket watch to better ready us for inevitable departure. Okay, so we gotta spend one more day here in Aswan. I feel like I'm an Egyptian citizen at this point. Oh dear, I picked a very bad decision. This is why I'm leaving you all to make the decisions, not myself. As night fell, I went to stretch my legs and fell into a discussion with a nervous Turkish girl who had lost a purse, which I helped to find, and from whom I learned that the quickest way to Aden is via Wadi Halfa. So either way, we gotta go to Wadi Halfa. But we're rather going to Jeddah. Jeddah is a port city, so we could probably get to India from there. I assured her that we were unlikely to head that way, at which my friend laughed. I don't blame you. Maybe it was smart of us to avoid? Alright. Nubia! Hey! Just like the ancient civilization. We boarded the steamer downriver in the company of tourists from all over the world. My master looked most suspicious, I thought. What is the problem, monsieur? I asked. I cannot help feeling that this boat will most likely be slow, he replied, to afford these good ladies and gentlemen their view. I tried to reassure him as best I could, but it was too late to change our course. The paddle had begun to turn. Greetings, mademoiselle. Is the view not truly marvelous, Passepartout? There is little to speak of in Wadi Halfa. Is it possible to travel from Wadi Halfa to Jeddah? I would not hold out too much hope, monsieur, but somebody told us we could. No, don't mess with my hopes. What about Aden? That's my backup. Here's something I do know. I hear Aden is built inside a volcano. What a strange location to choose. Oh, you better not have screwed me over by telling me that I could go to Jeddah and then not go to Jeddah. Oh no, that'd be, no. The paddle steamer made its slow way down the river past incredible temples on either side, temples cut into the rock walls, carved with statues of gigantic seated figures. Streams of visitors swarmed around their feet, holidaymakers going about the business of visiting and seeing monuments rather than hurrying past. I occupied myself watching the scenery go by and relaxing. Even a valet must take time off. Night closed in, and soon we could all see where the stone... And soon all we could... I can't read. They glowed as though mysterious souls were coming to life inside. Over the silence across the water, I could almost hear them murmuring to one another. Okay, please tell me we can get to Jeddah from here. Oh dear, this has been quite a terrible episode. We're 13 minutes into the recording! Okay, before going to bed, my cat is going crazy in the background. I do apologize for that. I've had a noise pollution problem for the past several videos I've recorded. I went to stretch my legs, especially enjoying the sights, and thinking, I don't care. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of this place. There's nothing to do, and there's possibly a route to Jeddah. I met a few children on the streets of Wadi Halfa, desperate to show me something, but fearing without the words to tell me what it was. They seemed cheerful souls, so I went with them on a long and winding route between mud houses until we approached a low building with wires coming in and out. It was the telegraph office! I tried to explain I had seen one before, but the children did not understand and were desperate to go inside. It seemed they were not allowed. For good reasons, no doubt. The children seemed disappointed, but quickly began to chase one another, and I went on my way. There's no way. Oh, we're stuck here! We're stuck in another gosh darn African city! Oh! Oh, we're gonna have to stay into the night so we can get out of here. We're trapped in Africa, boys and ladies. I can't forget that I have female viewers, too. My channel artist. She's a very nice woman. We made ourselves comfortable for the night, and I went to stretch my legs and entered into a conversation with a cheerful Turkish mademoiselle who was searching for a dog lurking behind a heap of cloth near a food stall. The mademoiselle thanked me, and as we talked, remarked that Riyadh could be reached by Jeddah by... You're not telling me how to get to Jeddah! I asked her how she knew, but she simply winked and bid me good luck on my travels. Oh, now you're just kicking me in the groin! Ugh. Let's get out of here. Please tell me there is a way out of Africa from here. The train left Wadi Halfa station as the sun disappeared into the ground and the stars threw themselves across the sky overhead. For a moment, the endless dusty plain seemed to seep into my very soul. And then Monsieur Fogg coughed lightly, and I returned to attending to his cravats. The world may be beautiful, but my place in it is somewhere more fixed. Hello, madame. Can we get out of Africa from here? Can we get to Jeddah from... Yes! We can get to Jeddah! Oh! Can we go to Rub al-Khali? Means the empty quarter. Yes, I'm aware of what Rub al-Khali is. I watched Lawrence of Arabia. But I want to see the desert anyway. Oh, we're finally doing it! We're finally getting out of Africa! I spent the first day watching the scenery go by because I don't care! We're getting out of Africa! We're gonna go to Jeddah! We're going in 2 continents in 1 episode! The sun lowered over the dusty plains to the west of the tracks, and Monsieur Fogg stretched out his legs and tipped his hat over his eyes. We were due, I was sure, for some trouble. Khartoum! I don't care, we're going to Khartoum. I want to go to Jeddah. We awoke with the train still rattling along, making its own slow way down the tracks. I am not sure I could describe this as a train, Monsieur Fogg remarked coolly. We will soon be in Khartoum, I replied. From there, Africa awaits. We're already in Africa! I just want to get out of Africa because there's so much linearity. Hello, Jeddah. Arrives on Sunday. You know what? I'm gonna pay out the ass because I want to get out of here. We are leaving tomorrow. I am getting the hell out of here. Khartoum had been conquered by the Ottoman Empire and their Egyptian subjects over half a century ago, but it had chafed visibly under the imperial yoke. The Humkadar's pale palace cast a serene reflection on the river while the citizens muttered and plotted revolt. It was hot and irritable and did not care. And took care to hide the fact from my master that I don't care. We're getting the hell out of here. Yes! Goodbye! Oh! Finally! We found the most incredible transport from Khartoum, a hot air balloon, but one on a scale of which I had not encountered before. It had cabins, attendants, walkways, and an observation deck hanging below. And in its center, a collection of burners which, when ignited, produced a fire which all but withered my whiskers from several strides away. Oh! Okay, where can we go from Jeddah? I hear the Al-Rashids plot to capture Jeddah from the Ottomans. Can we get to Batavia? I would love to be able to get all the way to freaking Indonesia. Never mind that the quickest way to Batavia from here is through Bombay. Okay. Wait, Jeddah to Honolulu? No, what? What the hell kind of... No, that doesn't work. The Dutch called Batavia the Exalted City. It was a pretty good city if you were Dutch. If you were Indonesian, it was probably really bad. The balloon was big, and there were plenty of people to meet. I passed my time watching the scenery go by and relaxing. Even a valet must take time off. I need my damn time off right now. Oh, whoa. We're finally in Asia. Our journey had taken surprisingly long, despite covering what the curves on the map suggested was a tiny distance. So I resolved to take measurements with my thumb rather than my eye, since a simple trompe l'oeil was no way to lose a wager. One by one, the great burners of the balloon winked out. We begun to settle down into Jeddah, and the scale of the city overwhelmed the scale of the world once more, and the noise of bustling streets rose up to greet us. Okay, let's explore. Okay, one route. We can go to Aden. The Ottoman-controlled city of Jeddah was built within 300-year-old walls, overlooked by 4 watchtowers and 4 looming gates which opened to each cardinal directions. I took the opportunity to wander the streets and acquaint myself with the locals. I admit, I caused rather a sensation with my pale skin, for Jeddah was the gateway to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, which were barred to all non-Muslims. "Are you a convert?" an aging money changer inquired. "Merely a traveler," I assured him. "My journey is of a financial bent rather than a religious one." "Ah," he nodded. "That is a pilgrimage I can understand. I am a man of business, not religion." "What is the best way to India?" I asked, hoping to profit from his experience. "The pirates in Muscat ply the trade routes to India. You should try them." The Jadawa money changer pressed a cup of thick, sweet gawa, the local Arabic coffee. Oh my goodness, I have really wanted to try Arabic coffee. I hear that is really good. Please excuse me for going all Kira Buckland on you. What can we get at the... Oh, yes! Yes! Wait, why can't I buy it? Oh. We're going to sell the Greek ship chart we got because it's not really of any use to us anymore. Water bladder... I'm not sure if we're going to be going through the desert. We'll probably sell the European timetable. Okay, so we can go to Colombo to... Whoa, that's a really long distance. Colombo to Singapore. Singapore to Batavia. Batavia to Manila. Singapore to Manila. And Auckland. Hello, Master Jake Studios. Auckland to... Oh, wow, that's... Auckland, what are you doing? Auckland to Pitcairn Island. Pitcairn Island to... Where was that? It went too far for me to see the name. Okay, Aden and Riyadh. It's only going to be 2 options, but we have been recording for 23 minutes. I'm really freaking tired of this, and I really want to put a poll up. So are we going further into Saudi Arabia, or are we going to Aden? Vote now, everyone, because look at how little we traveled in just this one episode, and how long it took for us to get out of Africa. Oh! I need some Arabic coffee right now. I really do.